Long time since we've spoken to the great James Campbell. You can read him in the weekend newspapers all over the country. And, of course, Ed Kavanagh from the McKell Institute. Both are joining us right now. James, how are you, mate? Killer glasses. I love you. You've got the very Melbourne look. I love it all the time.
Mate, these are the glasses. I bought them in Lygon Street and they weren't cheap, I can tell you that.
No doubt. It's elbow-esque glow-up. No, joking. Now, let's talk about the issue du jour for many, which is whether Australia should or shouldn't recognise Palestine as a state. Essentially, decide that it is a country. Now, you need to know already that Palestine does have a spot in the United Nations. They have a whole series of envoys and all the rest of it. They essentially just don't have the official sticker of being recognised as a country. Now, many countries around the world have often held off on this because the belief is that if you can get Hamas out of the way, then a popularly elected government that would not want to be involved in terrorism, etc., would be the ultimate way to get to a two-state solution. But because of the events that are all before our eyes and have been going for many, many months, countries are not holding back anymore. UK, Canada, they are on the path to recognition, and today the talking point was not if, but not when, but if. Sorry, there we go. Here in Australia, so it is going to happen. So I want to ask you here first, James, whether you think this is a third rail, whether this is a great problem, a line that should not and cannot be crossed, or is something that clearly nations like Canada, like the UK, have all decided, nah, bugger this, we're doing it now.
Well, I think it's wrong. I think it's a mistake and wrong. I think the reason it's wrong is that you are effectively rewarding Hamas. Hamas hasn't got much to show for what it has achieved in the last couple of years for its people. It goes without saying, save one thing. They can say that they have moved the dial on the support of Western nations, particularly English-speaking Western nations and France and places like that, against Israel. Now, that's probably not much consolation to you if you're a Gazan sitting in the rubble, but it is a narrative that they are very, very keen to push. And if the rest of the world starts recognising a Palestinian state, there is something to that. I mean, it's sort of mealy-mouthed to try and claim, oh, we're only going to do it if Hamas is no longer part of the picture. But if they vote for Hamas or Hamas with another name and it's an independent country, surely that just becomes the government. I mean, I guess my point from a practical point of view is the last thing the world needs is another failed Arab state.
Yes.
And pretty much I think that's over the journey has been the view of much of the existing Arab states. They don't think that a Palestinian state would be viable. We can see the good version of it, which rules the West Bank, is corrupt. I think they're into the 19th year or whatever it is of what was meant to be a 4-year term. Like, why on earth would you recognise it? And more importantly, why on earth would you recognise it essentially as a reward for what occurred in October 2023? So that's what I think.